I finished, not to change the topic too much, but I
Mm-hmm.
totally am. I finished Ozark.
Oh,
I guess spoilers for the end of Ozark. If you haven't watched it yet, you really need to. It is now in my top 5 shows of all time as a series. My definitely top 5 series of
Yes.
all time.
I knew you'd like the ending. I knew you would.
I will say that the last season is not their best season. It can be a bit meandering, and they really have a hard time staying focused and keeping the tension on. They have it where in previous seasons it always felt like Marty and Wendy were on the verge of disaster, like on the precipice, on a razor's edge. This last season, it seemed like they were more in control, which I suppose is only to be expected. But right up into the end, I was waiting on things to fall apart. And again, spoilers, but they fucking won. The bad guys won. And they won by being as bad as they could possibly be. Like the way they won wasn't by turning over that new leaf or taking that fucking deal. It was by finding the most shitty Mexican that existed and making a deal with her. It was by turning on everybody who ever helped them or had anything to do with them. Ruth, fuck you, you blonde dumb hick. You're dead in the dirt. You're dead in the dirt.
Ruth.
I liked her too. She couldn't keep her fucking mouth shut though. Why are you? Fuck you, Ruth, you dumb bitch. You got exactly what you had coming to you. You got exactly what you had coming.
She got what was coming, but was there a part of you that was like, you wished that didn't like? Because I came to like Ruth a lot, and I didn't want to see her die.
Ruth is so lucky she didn't get tortured to death. She got that. I was like, man, they're gonna rape Ruth to death, I guess. Look, she got off so light, getting shot in the heart by like at the end, like dead in like 30 seconds or something like that. She even got to like say her insults in the end. No, I loved it. And that fucking piece of shit cop
that PI or whoever it was,
private investigator.
They're like, we've given you what you could have only dreamt of. We moved mountains that you didn't know could move. We pulled strings that you didn't know existed. And you're gonna show back up here and break our fucking window and take my goat with the evidence in it? Fuck you. Guess what? I got a little autist out back with a 12 gauge. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And this guy's been watching nothing but disturbing movies in his motel room for the last 2 years.
He's been playing Doom for 2 years.
He's gonna fucking click on your head like it's Call of Duty. Look in that kid's eyes.
That was such a good, like, obviously we have the spoilers thing running, so we can talk about it. I never really liked the Sopranos ending as much. I liked it because it was like, okay, Tony dies at the end. Yeah. That's the way it's going. But it never fulfilled me. This, the structure of it, like with Jonah holding the gun pointed at the guy, and then just the blast and the black is like the whole team's in, the whole family is doubling down. All of these little rifts between their interpersonally, that doesn't matter because we're all cartel people now and we're all on the same team. And it was a cool solidifying moment of, yeah, the birds are just getting started and now they're a family force, not, these kind of ancillary characters working on their own pursuits.
And they're safe. Like they are so rock solid. Like the cartel couldn't be cooler with them. The feds couldn't be cooler with them. All of their enemies dead.
They're ready to roll.
The only person left is the pregnant black FBI woman who is like the FBI does it. She's dead to the FBI. She is done. She blew her wad taking down the cartel guy. She has no credibility left. They have no enemies. It's how you want something to end. I don't know. It's the good ending.
I would have been happy with
ending.
A lot of endings. I get that it's a happy ending if you're rooting for the bad guy. What I liked about it was that they answered all the questions. True. I didn't want them to be like, oh, well, whatever happened to this guy? They never really explained this, or this didn't make sense. The whole, 5 years, 4 years, it was going this way. And then in the last episode, they just flip a switch and now this guy's something that didn't happen.
Yeah.
What happened is it was like they knew how it was going to end a year or two ago. They led you up to it. There were some twists, that I didn't necessarily know where things were going to go. It made sense and it left me with no questions, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you can see their trajectory, that Wendy Bird is going to be so like a regional, national political force of power. She is going to be a kingmaker.
By the end of it, she like runs the Midwest.
Yes.
Like of politics, which is like, oh, so you control Missouri,
all
Illinois, Minnesota, Michigan, fucking Iowa.
She can literally shape national policy at this point. That's how powerful she is. She's bulletproof. Marty is they have as much money as they could ever want or need. Like, they just have money flowing out of their asshole.
What happened to their marriage? Like, are they just
they re-solidified it there at the end? They fucking shored it up right at the end. You know, fucking hugging each other after the accident. Like from the accident forward, they're like coming back together, and then you know, lots of hugging and embracing, and her saying, "Don't leave me," and him saying, like, "I never leave you." Like, I loved it. I was so happy. It's everything that I wanted Breaking Bad to do for me. I wanted Walt to get back together with his fat wife. I wanted Walt Jr. I wanted Walt to be like, son, little Walt Jr., Rickety Cricket, come here. I know that you're not so down on your dad's drug empire, but look, I had some Colombian scientists make a whole new body for you, and now you're gonna be walking like a real boy. Like I wanted them all to get on board.
Now you're Pickle Walt.
Now you're Pickle Walt. But Dad, I don't want to be a pickle. You're Pickle Walt. It was Breaking Bad saddened me. I don't rewatch Breaking Bad because I don't like the downfall of Walt, which is, you know, if it were a book, maybe you'd call it that, the downfall of Walter White. You could imagine it being that, because that's what it is, really. It's sad. It's a sad thing to watch him. I don't know, watch his reach exceed his grasp, and watch him eventually lose everything. It's sad. But with this, it's like, oh my God, these guys were ruthless, evil, conniving, all of the above. And that's what it took. And that's what the winners had to do. They are also the winners.
They weren't lucky. They were smart. They made good decisions from the beginning to the end. Any decision they made that didn't work out wasn't dumb. It just didn't work out. You know, they need to money launder, right? So to launder money, you need to have a business in which you can claim it came from customers. Kind of hard to count. That's why they did car washes and Breaking Bad. Like, a lot of cash rolls in, people put it in the machines. You can just say this cash didn't come from selling heroin. This cash came from the little machine at the front of the car wash. Cool. They come up with the idea of a church. They're like, yeah, what, we have a lot of cash we need to figure out, and we need to pretend that it came. You can't count church money. It just flows in from the everywhere, much like drug money does. It didn't work out because there were complications, but I never thought it was stupid. I never was like, this idea won't fit from the start. It's stupid. Every idea they had was smart. Every character was smart, except perhaps the kids now and then. I appreciated that about it, and I appreciated there was smart people against smart people mostly. I'm done with the wildly outmatched
with the characters who are written to be as stupid as they need to get into trouble and as smart as they need to get out.
Like Harry Potter.